Whole time. This is crazy. Can y'all hear us? We trying to talk about spreading kindness.
Okay, it's
And the microphone is like, bloop.
they don't want us to talk.
It said mic is muted. Why is the mic muted? Stay off my. I don't get all the energy out of it. Anyway, yeah, let's reset the energy because you see what is trying to happen. You see what's trying to happen. Put your hands over your heart. And we're going to take some deep inhales and exhales. And we will affirm ourselves. I am safe.
I am safe.
I am healing.
I am healing.
I'm becoming.
I'm becoming.
And I am royalty.
I am a royalty.
I am royal. All right. Thank y'all for resetting. I needed that. I literally can feel my muscles relaxing because I'll be like on the go right before we get started. So I be needing to like relax. And I hope that it helps you guys relax at the same time. So that relaxation will just cheers our water.
Yeah. Or you gotta stay hydrated, people.
Right. So
second favorite part.
This conversation is going to be something that quite a few people can identify with. But before we get into it, we're gonna do some affirmations for a badass. Bam.
Bold.
Yeah, so I was listening to this playlist and it was like, you listen to an old playlist that you haven't listened to in a while, and it was my Let's Talk Love and Dominatrix playlist. And I was like,
it was getting.
It was, and it was like, even though they were like some sexual songs, of course, but like the message was, it was very much of like this level of dominance that that's within you, that you need to probably step into. You get what I'm saying?
Y'all hear it?
All right. Go in the middle. I gotta share this with my people because I need y'all to log in and come and talk with us. Yes, go ahead, please. Sorry. We just won together today, even though we was together today. Hey, you get that? We weren't together today, but we was together today, so that's all that matters. Look at that. We're gonna share the show. Let's share the show. Who? What are we doing? Healing before loving.
Okay, that's where we're at.
Yeah. We gotta. Yeah. We gotta. We gotta get to that.
Yeah. Was it mine? We gonna have some good bloopers today, y'all.
Today's gonna be good. It's like everything was everything. I like all the metaphors that go on with it. We weren't together, but we was together. All right. So
we gotta take our other.
I'm about to share the show, Marquita. I just shared it with you, my bad. I shared it with my mom because her name was right there.
She's watching us.
Yeah, my mom for sure watching the show. She narrating.
They got the TV on up there. Okay.
Send it out. Yeah, y'all come on, tap in here with us. Come in here.
Okay, I'm out.
This conversation is gonna be good, even though we gotta make sure we cut it short today.
And then she's about to take one of these.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll get me one of these. All right. So, guys, as she shares the show, I'll start off this one by reading mine. Oh, we're gonna go with this question first. I think that it always affirms after we say this question, so I kind of like that. Okay. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
What's the deepest unhealed pain you have?
And we're gonna be royal.
Oh my God. And what things did you do to cope?
Are we both answering it?
Yes, I think we
Okay,
should.
one more time, read it.
Okay. What is the deepest unhealed pain?
Deepest unhealed pain.
Okay.
Sheesh.
You have, and what things do you do to cope? Okay. All right. So for me, I mean, I really felt like my my abandonment issues or my daddy issues. I didn't think I had them. I just felt like I was like a I don't give a fuck about that man. Okay. That was the honesty for me. And it was how I coped with it was trying to find a man that was totally different. Okay. But also working too much, overcompensating too much, not trusting too much, unhealed. So it was it wasn't the most healthiest ways that I, handled or coped with things, but I felt like like I didn't mess with a lot of type of guys. It was like I was like a real ABCD or four squares. I'm looking for the squarest of the squares, okay? And I'm not saying my husband was a square,
ABCD.
but it was more like it was certain things I just was scared to date because of how I was scared to have that type of man or like it was just too much for me. So I think that that's the way that I coped with my father issues by thinking that, I wasn't like hurt by it. I just was like, I didn't like men for a very long time in that type of way. It was just like, like I loved who I loved, but I was really scared of guys.
I get it. Yeah. Deepest what?
Unhealed.
Unhealed. Deepest unhealed.
Because that's still unhealed. It's not.
I mean, I feel like most things right now are like in the
healing phase.
In the the therapy phase of the healing, like once you get out of ICU, then you start getting the occupational therapy part of it and the physical therapy part of it and the mental therapy part of it.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I feel like, okay, so because I could pick one, I could just dig in a box and pick one.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest one, because I feel like it changed the trajectory of who I was as a human being, is viewing my boyfriend being murdered in front of me. And I thought I was okay. But I was not okay. And just looking back over the years of just how I structured my life, like I blocked myself off from the world, like So, but that one
from the dating world,
friends world.
Okay.
Like I kind of just honed in on the family that I had, and I think I was like, squeezing a little too tight.
Okay.
Because the first few years I was hyper paranoid. I was over the top cuckoo bird, you know what I'm saying? And then, I think alcohol played a big part in that. I know I should stop saying I think. I know alcohol played a big part in that because from the day he was shot, I drank. I didn't even eat. I wasn't even eating. I was just drinking. I wasn't talking. I wasn't doing shit but drinking.
Oh, wow.
I would just sit, and it was like they were like trying to force me to eat, but then I just wasn't saying anything. So they was like, she's only gonna drink. Just make her drink. And I would just sit. And I was just looking at people. It was just like an out of body experience. I was just, and I'm looking at people like, how are they talking? How are they laughing? Like, and the only time I did speak, I like went off because like this little couple was having a tiff over here, and it was like something going on. I was like, what the fuck is wrong? I'm like, make up. Stop doing that. Don't do that. I just went off on the whole yard. Everybody hugging and shit. Thank you, because I can't hug him. He's gone. And everybody just hugged, and I went back to quiet and drinking and thinking.
Wow. You said that was for like the first year? Or the first few months? Or
that drinking? Probably for the next several years. But we look at it in the art of turning up. we turning up. I'm turning
Okay.
up. You know,
Okay.
I'm not like
Okay.
belligerent drunk, but I'm
Okay.
getting drunk. Like,
Okay.
you know, now looking back, I'm like, there, what am I? Well, what? Like now, we have to have a reason to have a drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was the getting off work. What's up? Y'all want to have some happy hour over the phone?
Yeah.
Drink, you
We
know? And it was
will.
like, and then I stopped drinking for like 6 months, just straight, just stop. And I think that's when my body and everything was like, what are we even drinking for? We know it's poison. We know what it's doing to our bodies.
Yeah.
Why am I even drinking? So then that was another thing you have to unturn. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a product of my environment.
Yeah.
This is how we were taught to socialize. If you come over to the house, can I offer you something? Can I get you a
True.
drink? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? What you drink? You got I got a little, let me see what I got on the bar. You know what I'm saying? And now I find myself like, you want to have some tea? You want
You
whether it's twisted or not. No.
all right.
So
Her
yeah,
tincture is
it's
really
a
good.
lot, child. But it's all in the
That was
healing things.
mm.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
to
was
stop
hella
with
deep.
that.
We don't even need to do another card.
Girl. Oh shit.
Okay, it ain't that deep. Good
Okay.
Lord. I was gonna
Okay.
be like, skip.
Like for the last three shows, them cards.
Them cards were deep.
Yeah.
So, and this is says, and a hard place. What's hard to do, but you're going to do it anyway to reach your goals. And John, I'm gonna tap you in on this one.
Oh,
We got my
Okay.
boy John in the building.
hey,
We have
Special
live
guest.
studio.
Mhm.
So, what's hard to do, but you're going to do it anyway to reach your goals?
go through pain.
Oh,
Okay.
that was like a karate chop.
You said
Yeah.
go through pain.
You gotta
Okay.
go through it to get to your goals.
Yeah, you have to.
I'll,
And
I'm
Cheers
with
to
that.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. Cheers.
it's
Mm-hmm.
not
The water is good. Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good.
Mm.
You?
Work. I mean, because it pains me to go to work.
Mhm.
Like, to make somebody else millions. Like, it's true.
Okay.
It really is true. But I gotta do it anyway, until I don't. Okay. And as long as you keep believing that you don't have to, once you fall into that, like they said, ain't nobody that's working for somebody is ever gonna be rich. Okay. So that is one thing that I've been telling myself, that it's like, no, I have the tools, I have the skills, and I can be, a six-figure earner by myself without paying anybody else minus Uncle Sam. Okay.
All right. Right.
What about
Um,
you?
I think making sure that I figure out how to correctly allot my time
Mm.
in order to stay disciplined on my time blocks. That's really what it is. It's the discipline. Because if I'm going to reach my goals, I have to be in school and work full time and still want to do something with my passion, which is talking
Mm-hmm.
love with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I have to start to structure my time in a way where I'm executing what I need to do versus what, I really want to be doing,
Okay.
you know. So saying no is gonna be the thing. It's gonna be a little bit harder than
And
what,
she gonna do it anyway. Okay.
but I'm gonna have to do it anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So affirmation for this baddie is there isn't shit. There is a shit ton of happiness ahead of me. I was like, wait, because they block out a letter. A shit.
I was like, what she?
Well, ahead of me. I hear it. I
Okay.
see it. I
See?
receive it. I
Mhm.
welcome joy and abundance into my life with open arms. Come on in.
Period.
Come on in.
Okay. That's funny. Contrary to popular belief, I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. See that shit that he always telling me. It goes hand in
What
hand.
is that?
It don't matter. Contrary to popular belief. Okay. I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay.
On the contrary,
Dream it, do it, done.
make it happen.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Okay.
Don't do my TikTok, Fred. You know that's my TikTok. All right.
Shit.
So I hope y'all feeling affirmed. So today topic we're gonna be addressing some past wounds. so that you don't have to let them become present patterns. Okay.
Okay.
Because clearly my therapist had told me I be talking about what I'm healing from. So y'all on the journey, let's go.
Come on. Listen.
So we're going to define what healing is, right? So we're healing and we're healing past wounds, and then we're healing. We need to know what present patterns is
Okay.
because that's what we do on Let's Talk Love. We
Okay.
define what we're talking about. So what does healing before loving actually means?
Okay.
So that healing is not perfection. It's awareness. Healing is the
Oh.
ability to recognize your own patterns.
Listen, y'all.
Healing is emotionally
Oh,
responsible.
God. Damn.
Um, Healing is learning to love yourself before asking someone else to. What? What you want to say, Brent?
I'm just saying, like, this is some real shit. Like, I don't, like, since we've been on air,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see me talk about this in many episodes of like me healing who I was in order for me to have a better marriage,
Mm-hmm.
and to have like all of these definitions as you're talking is like my emotional state is my responsibility.
Yeah,
It's mine, you know?
for sure.
It's not anyone else's. It's not for my husband. It's not for my kids. It's not for my kids to always behave. It's not for my kids, for my husband to always do this, how I want it. And that was something that it took accountability. It took me to recognize the patterns. And like I said, the awareness of being able to know the patterns. Because you can find the patterns in other people, but when you see it within yourself, you have to be able to check it. Because again, and even learning to love myself before I ask for my husband to love me. All of those things is real motherfucking things that I feel like for so long I wasn't necessarily the happiest in my relationship because I wasn't aware of those things. I wasn't ready to heal because I felt I was okay. Because I was still doing what I needed to do in order to make things shake in the relationship with
Right.
the kids. Like I kept allowing that to stagnate me in my healing. And that's why I love when we talk about these type of shows, it gets me into like, this is why we're on air. This is why
We
we're
had to
doing
bring
this,
it back.
you know?
We had to bring it back. We had to talk about it regardless of how it came back because I think it was too much compiling within us. So a conversation needed to be had.
Whew,
And we like to talk love with y'all because your heart matters
it
too.
does, yeah.
Healing is learning how to love yourself. I already said that. And choosing growth over comfort. Kind of like what John just said is that I'm willing to go through this pain to get to the other side of the rainbow,
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know who I was talking to about this recently is that, kind of like some certain things is like getting, like an addict, right? I'll just use that as an example. And that's, because I have such a compassionate space for that, and sometimes it's that fear of going to the other side
Mm-hmm.
that you don't know you will stop yourself from getting there. But it's like it's so beautiful over there. Like,
Yeah.
come on, and you're like, come on, come on, come on. It's like we know it's there, but it's that step, taking that step,
Mm-hmm.
and being uncomfortable.
Man, no,
You
comfortable.
know,
Mm, you're
yeah,
right.
that's touched my heart. Healing is not about being fixed. It's just having ourselves to be more ready,
Mm-hmm.
right? Ready for life because life be lifing. And I was
All the
going to
time.
get some examples, but we don't even need to do that. So past wounds is how unhealed wounds show up in the relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
think it be showing up. What you
Man,
think?
girl, how it be showing up? How it be
I do
showing
think
up?
it shows
Tell us,
up
because
in
I
a
know.
sense, in a way that like you think you are operating in this good space, but
Mm-hmm.
the person who is in proximity with you more times than not, they're seeing these little things about you
Yeah.
that you refuse to see, or you nobody's ever put a mirror up.
Yeah.
If nobody said, hey, you be doing that, you know.
Yeah. I feel like with Capricorns, we kind of know nobody can really put that mirror up. Rather, we are willing to tell you that we have that mirror. Like, we know about it. We don't want you necessarily to know, but like, we know our flaws that we got to work on. I don't know. I mean, the Capricorns that I know, that I hang with, that I kind of ride with, we kind of know the things that we do, you know.
And then that's when I feel like I get in the room of over explaining myself, because it's not that I'm doing this thing for no reason. I want to
Yeah.
tell you what triggered me
Yeah.
to do said thing. And I don't think people are ready to hear all that, because if you were,
Man.
then you would understand how to treat me and
Yeah.
operate with me, ebb and flow with me, because now I'm not gonna do that thing because it triggers you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And when people be like, damn, I don't need a whole motherfucking dissertation every time we have to have time to have a conversation
I'm like, I
about
just don't want
something.
you to have no misunderstanding.
But that's how
And then
I
we won't have to have this
feel.
conversation again. But
That's
yeah,
how
here
we
we
feel.
are having this conversation again.
I feel like I over talk. Like, and
I do too, and I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Working on it heavily.
But yeah.
John, how do you think that past wounds and shows up in relationships?
I think if there are, well, I mean, there are past wounds, you know, it's impossible for them not to show up.
Mm-hmm.
You may think you're doing right, you are not. If you have unresolved issues and wounds, they're there. Your partner knows. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
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 And that's a really hard thing to face, because it's you too.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we tend to focus on them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you're a lot of times in relationships, well, all the time in relationships, we're mirrors.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm reflecting to you what I see.
Ooh.
Right? But it's through my own lens. And so if something in my upbringing doesn't like something in yours.
Ooh. Shut your mouth.
But keep on talking.
It comes out.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to reflect these things because you want them to work on.
Yeah.
Because you want them to improve, because you love them.
Wow.
You ain't gotta talk to me like that. I don't appreciate it.
He called you out for it.
Damn. Okay.
He called you out.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He called me out. He called me out. And that was something that I
think he's
noticed I
like-
did that in my relationship for sure. For sure. Because it's like, I want you to see. Like, I want you to see what you're doing. But I mean, it makes sense.
But they're doing it too. They're doing it too. And you know, I think why relationships are healing is because when you can give into that, when you give into their influence, you guys will grow together. And that's the point of it.
Excuse me.
When
it's
you
just
give
hard to unlock it.
It is.
You know,
it is.
You got to be perfectly synced up. You know, until then you're just practicing the dance until you do it.
Oh,
but once you do,
I think it's good. I think it's good afterwards. Yeah. Once you dancing, yep. Now you dancing. I feel like I'm in the dancing phase.
You know what?
And there's periods of that growth where it feels good.
I just need to put my feet up. The
Yeah,
purpose of these chairs.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you're dancing smooth a bit, and you're excited about your growth. Look what we got.
Look at us. Look at us.
And
then what?
Then those moves get old. You're like,
and then you
make
try
a new dance.
moves.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're both like, well, let's think of this new dance. But
Yeah.
Then that takes readjusting and relearning. And learning sucks.
Not unless you having fun.
Yeah.
No, it's great. Learning's wonderful.
No, you just
But
said
the
it's fun.
times when you are in the process of learning.
Yeah,
when you
that
don't
is not the
quite
fun.
understand yet,
Yeah.
you're new,
Yeah.
it's tough. You
It
know?
is. It is. You ain't lying.
So it goes in cycles and waves.
Yeah.
But each time, I think what you're doing is healing some of those wounds.
Yeah.
Little by little by little.
That you bring them up. Yeah.
Man, it gets tiring. Because you're like, there's another one?
There's another one.
I think for guys, that's how it ends up being sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, we talked about this particular thing that I wanted you to work on, right? Or fix or do. And then you do that. And then they're like, oh, well, I thought we should be good. Well, no, it's this one that, well, there's something else too. Like, oh, well, why did you not tell me all of this? You're telling me I focus on one thing at a time. And I think that that's one of the things is like I'm never right, or I never feel like I'm gonna like meet your expectations, but it's just because it's like learning to speak your expectations or learning to share your
why
feelings.
that is. Like,
Okay.
okay, it's because it's primitive, right? We're hunters. Men were the hunters, and we focus. So you give us a goal, we hunt it down, and then we come back. We come back, and we want our praise, right? Because it's that I fed the village. I did it. I fixed the thing, right? And then we're like, well, oftentimes, in my experience, you don't get it. There's no praise.
Wow.
You have to go back out.
That's deep.
Okay.
So a little appreciation goes a long way.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that you were able to express that with us. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate
So
that.
to the men, to you, John,
Yeah.
you are appreciated. You are, and I personally don't feel like men have to succumb to the ideology of always be in barbarian mode. Like, you want to provide a safe space. Like, you should be able to lay your head right here and not have to worry about anything, even if it's just for the moment.
Yeah.
And, my entire ideology, my business, my structure, all of my workshops are based on the foundation of a house of love.
Yeah.
So when you come in this house, it needs to be the house of love. Because out there, I know what you got to go through out there. And I don't want to bring in here what I go through out there, because I go through things out there too.
Yeah.
So when we come in here, this is the house of love, period. You lay all that bullshit crap at the door, and as Tony would say, leave your panties and your feelings at the door. But this is where you should be able to be safe. So any event that I do, any podcast, any talk, any whatever, we are always coming from a place of love. We are always coming from a place of compassion, because I know that we are all human. If men wasn't supposed to have feelings, y'all wouldn't have any. If you weren't supposed to cry, you wouldn't have tear ducts.
Thank you.
You get what I'm saying? So, when we do the events, and what does the men tell us? They were like, man, Miss Love Doctor, like, this is crazy. I don't really get to talk like this. I don't have no space like this. And I'm just like, but who taught y'all that?
Yeah.
And it's usually other men.
Of course.
And I'm not, they do express to me that sometimes they don't feel safe talking to women. Because, women, we bring our backpack full of trauma, and we don't realize that we're unloading on them.
You're right.
Mommy issues, daddy issues,
but it's
ex-boyfriend issues.
With the for the man, that question was, would you rather talk to your spouse or to a tree? And it would be a woman or to a tree. And most men said a tree. But that most
because
men
they don't
said,
talk back.
Because it doesn't.
But
talk.
You know what? Go on, put them in the wilderness with the tree and see how long that lasts.
I mean, but to me, I feel like that if they feel that that's their point, just talk to us on what that really looks like. The same way that we said, well, we rather be in in the woods with a bear or a man. It's the same thing, And we have our own reasons why behind it.
Who says the bear?
Everyone. I said the
don't
bear.
say everybody.
No.
I said
I never
a
even
lot
heard
of
the
women.
question, but I don't want to be alone with no bear.
I would rather be in the woods with a bear than a man any day, and that's just my.
I mean, in reality, and whole time, like, if you got to fight, you're gonna have to fight them both. So you got to be strong no matter what. I might can I can take you.
Only she will put it in that goddamn context. Okay,
you gotta fight a bear.
But a bear, if you ain't fucking with them, they ain't fucking with you. A man will come over to try to fuck with you no matter what, just because they know you're there.
Both of them pose some sort of a threat, if that's what y'all saying. But at the end of the day, if we could touch the heart of men, you don't have to be a threat. We don't. True. There's this war between men and women. We gotta stop. Between humans, we gotta stop. And I'm gonna leave that at that.
Because you can talk to them.
Yeah, like, bro, what's up with you? We need to go figure out where the bear at, because we both gonna be hungry. Duh.
See, that's what I said. She gonna lead us to the right place, y'all. Okay, I'm just telling
Why
y'all.
would you come over here messing
I
with me and it's only
said
me
that
and
because
you?
I was like,
We need the exact same thing from each other right now. So what you gonna do? You in or you out? Because I can make it. I can go and hike it. Anyway, I never heard that. Don't tell me that.
Really?
I'm saying for a woman. I've heard the man part, but I never heard the woman part.
Really?
You said everybody. I said it.
I said for sure.
Would y'all want to be? Sure. Be honest. Would y'all want to be with a dare? Or I don't want to. That's a stupid question.
But I really liked how she answered it. So I'm telling you, like that makes sense.
What? Which part?
The whole thing of like, okay, well, shit, we both can get the bear, and then we're gonna be hungry, and then we got boom. But
it spoke to me too because I'm like, I'm afraid of both those things too, a woman and a bear.
But see again, so because I probably did choose the bear is because I know I have unhealed issues with men, and the same thing for a man who may choose a tree versus a woman. You may have unhealed wounds with a woman. Like it's a real reason behind it. It's the vision of why we do the things that we do, and that's one of the biggest issues that when we talk about healing and what that looks like and how to, because like I said,
what's up with?
I have a healing that I need from my father abandonment issues. You get what I'm saying? Like there's a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, and it just kind of surfaces. Yeah, but it does break down into common patterns.
Okay.
What abandonment wounds?
Look at that. See,
number one, clinginess and emotional shutdown. Are you clingy or do you shut down?
I am a shutdown and shit. I'm gonna be quiet because I feel like when I am like emotionally like frustrated, I feel like my mouth get very, very slick. You get what I'm saying? And if I know that I don't want to be disrespectful, because I do believe I'm not gonna like cuss you out or do anything like that, I gotta shut down. I got to. Like, and I don't want to be clingy. Don't you touch me, okay?
I think I'm a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think because I'm so family oriented in us and we and this and whatever. I want the clinginess. Excuse me. And then I think because of the same thing, I will emotionally shut down because I don't want to be hurt by anybody's whatever rejection. But when I think about emotionally shutting down, I do think about like how we shouldn't weaponize our silence.
I know.
Right?
I'm working
on it. I had to process that thing. I had to work that thing out because I'm like, is that what I do? And I'm like, no.
When I heard it, I know that's what I do. And I was like, okay, good. Check your shit.
I know, but I think that I get quiet because for one, I'm processing what's going on so that when I do talk to you, because I feel like I overtalk, I can articulate everything that you made me feel. And I'm 100% watching to see how you react to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because I was quiet. I allowed you to, your actions didn't have to stop because I got quiet.
Is that to like see like you get it? Is that what you're looking for?
I want to know how you handle the information that I'm providing you.
Right, like you're processing it.
Are you going to gaslight me? Are you going to try to manipulate me? Are you going to reflect? Are you going to deflect? What are you going to do with this information that I'm giving you about how you made me feel? Because that's all this is about right now, So naturally, you're like, okay, well, you hurt my feelings. Well, you hurt my feelings when you said it's like, well, you didn't bring it to me. I'm bringing it to you because this is what you did to me, and I want to. If you start doing that, and I start seeing how you handle how I tell you about how I feel, it shows me that you are not emotionally a safe space for me. Period. So at the end of the day, I probably need to shut down emotionally because it's not safe for me. That was good. That was good. That was a good breakdown.
That was a good breakdown.
That was a good breakdown. Betrayal rules. Yes. You hypervigilate. I do. I do. I do.
Man, I know I do.
I'm working on it so much. Like I'm working on it so much because I don't want to think about it. And I've been watching like a lot of different podcasts and things to like help, re-navigate the way my mindset is. Basically, you got to rewire your brain to do something different. If what you consume is what you become is my analogy of things. So,
true.
And I got this from for whatever reason, I keep saying it. Ali Sadiq keeps coming on my telephone, on my television. I can go, I could put anything on. I could be listening to my smooth healing sounds. I go to the bathroom and come back. He's on the telephone, on the screen. But he said, I'm going to be mad about the thing. I'm going to be hurt about it. But then I'm going to get over it. Like I'm not. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's it. Like I
Yeah.
want to know. I want to remember it. I want to plug it into a space and be like, I remember. But I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it. And then I think about it a different way. And then I'm like, yeah, because that's why she said it like that. And then I want to call her and be like, remember when? And then they say,
Yeah.
and now I got to break it all the way down to a fraction of a fraction of a fraction because I'm not understanding what you did.
Yeah.
And now I distrust you when I just trusted you. So that throws off my equilibrium.
Okay. So the hypervigilance is what you like. Is what you're saying is you just notice things like brighter or however you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Childhood neglect, overgiving, and people pleasing.
Well, I know that I'm that is a common pattern for me. Okay. That's childhood neglect, having abandonment issues and
overgiving and people pleasing.
Yeah,
Emotional invalidation. That one's big for me. Difficult. That's the reason why it's difficult for me to express my needs because I'll be like,
that's a good take.
Yeah, trauma bonding, confusing intensity with intimacy.
Yeah,
It is not the thing. Your triggers are your unhealed stories.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It is.
I think that's why it's so good to identify your triggers because I'll be like in a thing, I'll be in it like today. Let's just be transparent. I don't know what triggered me today. But it was just like a light switch. And I was like, what happened? Because I was just riding in the car and I was cool. And then we made this phone call. And I feel like the lady was getting frustrated with me. She has a very heavy accent. She said, I said, I don't know what you're saying, ma'am. I'm sorry that I don't understand you. I'm not trying to frustrate you. Yeah. I don't understand you.
Yeah. And
she was like, oh, I ain't even going to do the accent because then people might feel away. But I was just like, yeah, I don't know what happened. But anyway, your patterns are your teachers.
Yes, they are.
And your reactions reveal where your heart still needs to care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the role of therapy coaching in the community, there's a thing. I do hang out with some cool ass therapists. You feel me? Healing doesn't happen alone. And you know what is so cool about that is that because I stopped dead in my tracks of going to school to be a therapist and pivoted all the way right and left and became a love coach instead. And the even funnier part, what you've heard this is that people will discredit the fact that I'm a love coach while giving me a compliment. Does that make sense? Like, man, you're really good at what you do. You should be a therapist. Or maybe I should just be who I am. I mean, did you ask me why I'm not a therapist? Or you'll be, hey, listen, when I listen to you speak, when I listen to how you help people, you'll be so cold. All you need is them letters behind your name. I'm like, yeah. Certified love coach.
Okay.
I do got some letters behind my name though. There's quite a few now. Period. It doesn't really, it's not a thing for me. I guess it's a thing for others. They need to see you have those letters behind your name. And I'm currently acquiring some new letters short.
Period.
So therapy does help you understand your emotional history. Digging into that thing and looking in that mirror, whether you looking in that front mirror or you looking in that rearview mirror, you're going to have to look in that mirror because you have this thing behind you. You have this whole road of life that you have walked this journey and it's behind you. It is what it is, whether you want to look back or you want to try to turn the street lights off so you can't see it, whatever that looks like for you, you still got that road behind you. I call it the invisible backpack because I feel like we carry all this stuff around, and sometimes we spill it out on other people. But therapy can provide you with tools and regulations.
Yeah.
Creating a safe space for you to unpack trauma. Now, I will say this. And I would say this about therapists. I would say this about coaches. Fill them out first. See if you can get a vibe from them. See if they are a good fit for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think because I went to therapy and then you leave therapy, it didn't work. So, well, you probably didn't have a therapist that was fit for you. Like if you
Uh-huh.
put on the wrong pair of shoes, you're gonna take them off because it's not working for you, and you're probably gonna
Ooh.
take them back to the store because you can't do nothing with them.
Yeah.
So, in real time, if this therapist, if this doctor, if this coach, if your relationship, your friendships, if they're not working for you, it's okay. It's okay
Yep.
to say, you know what, this is not working,
It ain't
respectfully.
working.
But coaches,
Okay, come on, coaches. I feel like
I do a lot of things.
people invest like kids. You know how like we put our kids with coaches and different things
Yeah.
like that. And when you get older, when they talk about coaches, so you're telling me that you don't need like mentor somebody or a coach that can get you to where you want it. Like I just never understood like the investment that people won't necessarily invest in themselves. And again, in the beauty industry, I know what we invest in. We'll invest in our nails, we'll invest in some hair, we'll invest in what, but we're not really investing in who we want to be truly versus just, who we want to seem to be. And that was a long time. Like that was something like, growing up just trying to figure out who you want to be, but you have to fit a certain way or a certain look because that's what's promoted, that comparison thing and everything. So I know that having a coach, having someone to really help you understand, who you are, all that is
Yeah.
better.
I watch things on coaches, and you send me a lot of things on coaches because she'll send me videos of people who are saying that if you're not married, you shouldn't be a relationship coach, or if you're not in a
Oh,
relationship, or
yeah.
just things like
And
that.
I
And I'm
hate
like,
that.
that's cool, you know what I mean? But I watched I think I watched a couple different ones, but I feel like the one that resonates with what I'm trying to say is Tony Robbins. I'm not your guru,
Okay.
right? And he kind of shows the backside of what it's like to be a coach, but he expressed that like people who want to do better and fulfill their lives in whatever realm you're in, you sought out a coach to better. And it was
Exactly.
like, who wins the championship? The players, but they all look to their coach.
Exactly.
And I was like, you know what?
Exactly.
You know what? But they help you, build new patterns and support
Uh-huh.
your emotional intelligence. My new love leadership intensive program is about
Oh, y'all better
leading
get up in
your
there.
relationship with emotional intelligence
Yep.
and leading your relationship in a space where you both can be seen and heard as equal parts and leaders in this relationship, because
Mm.
you have to be the leader of your life, right? You have to
Yep.
be the CEO of this organization. But if there's two of us, now we are a corporation. And
Shut
what's
your
your
mouth.
role? If you're the
Mm-hmm.
CFO, the COO, whoever you are, whatever you do,
Yep.
and I know my role, and you have to be the leader in your role in this relationship. You can't just be like, well, I didn't do my part. We have to both do our part.
Yeah.
So, and you help practicing healthy love. That's what we talk.
Practicing healthy love. That's true though.
And then you know what? Having a community is so important. And you know what? I
I
had a
think that's
revelation the
where.
other day, and I
Okay.
called my friend because it was like a whole weight was off of me. And it's something about that word community, and people who really don't understand it and believe in it. They'll make you feel like you're wrong for being in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I called
Yep.
her, and I was like, "This motherfucker." I was like, this whole time. Okay, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
It is great. You're great, and you're great, and we're all great. So it gives you belonging. It helps you feel seen. It provides accountability, and it normalizes healing. But what it really mostly does is we're human. We're all supposed to be in connection with each other. Whether you've been told that we should isolate or not, or it's a you problem, not a me problem, or
Uh-huh.
hey, I can do good all by myself. No, in reality, you really could do good by yourself. But we are supposed to be a village. We are supposed to be in connection and community with each other. That's
Yeah.
why there's companionship is the thing. And as you get older, you are supposed to have a companion. You're supposed to have a companion. Okay. That's another
Mm-hmm.
conversation, but you're supposed to have a companion. Right. So we heal in layers. Therapy help you with the past. Coaching helps you with the present. And the community helps you with your future. Right.
Oh,
So
that's true.
um
That's true.
that's so true.
Cheers.
Okay, well let me get my green one.
Cheers.
We gotta call Sharon.
Mm.
It is
Get the back.
green.
In the
All
back.
right, so solutions on how to heal before loving, practicing steps, listening can take with you right now, right? We need to have things that we can use now. I think that I had the best. I think all my feedback is the best, but the one that like sits out in the front of my heart currently right now is the Let's Talk Love that I did with the for mental health for therapists and coaches, and it was in honor of Black History Month
Mm.
too. So it was building the bridge between the Black community, Black African American community, and Caribbean community with love with to mental health, right?
Okay.
And people were like, "Man, this was the best one." Like I've been to like 4 or 5, um, but I was able to take tools that I can use today,
Okay.
and I was like, "Oh, that's so good. Okay, now that has to be like the goal next time. Like, make sure everybody got tools to take away, because in reality, these are conversations I'm allowing them to have the space
Yeah.
to, just answer the questions that I'm asking. But I do lead them in a way so there's always a solution.
Yeah.
We always need to have a solution, you know. So we want to make sure you can do these self-awareness practicing. You guys know that I am a great component and advocate for journaling.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you don't like to write, everybody has a phone. You can put it in your
She tells
notes.
me that all the
If you
time.
don't put it in your notes, you can make yourself a vlog.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you I probably have a documentary in my phone right now
Yes.
of raw emotions.
Uh-huh.
Because after my mother passed, I started recording.
Uh,
I don't even want to look at them videos. Not yet.
mm, mm.
Not yet. I said everything is in the rehabilitation phase, not the we out in the park phase. So emotional naming.
Okay.
Tell the emotion that you know it's there. Give it a name. What is it? What does it feel like? Tap right on that thing and make sure that it knows that you know that it exists. Now you can have a way to, um, in a way, deal with that. Yes.
I was gonna say, and if you need help like naming emotions, there's a lot of resources online.
Okay.
But some
Okay.
people don't know the words for them.
True.
Right.
Yeah, you
Right.
know the basic
And
ones.
it's really easy to learn those. It's just like a little emoji and then like
I am happy. I am
Right,
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you don't know how to name the emotion, look online and
Yeah.
say, what are the names of emotions?
Yeah.
Um, or if you want to have a conversation about it, send us a DM and we could talk about the names of emotions, because naming emotions is a real thing,
Yeah.
which allows you to kind of pattern track in reality, because now you're like, oh, yesterday I felt sad.
Okay.
And then you can say, why did I feel sad? Oh, that song came on that reminded me of that one time,
Mm-hmm.
and it took me right back there. Okay, what about that song took you back there? And what about that feeling? It allows you to unpack,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I love unpacking. Nervous systems regulations. This one is big for me. That's why we always do our heart energy recenter breath work,
Uh-huh.
grounding, and rest.
Ooh,
Rest. My body makes me rest these days.
Okay.
I'm like, why am I laying down? I have so much to do, and I'll be under the covers. Like, this is great. And a friend of mine, bought me a heated mattress thing.
Okay. You be like,
Oh, it's so cuddly. Setting boundaries. We always talk about boundaries. I
I
already
think
said
that's
it
our
earlier.
next.
Like sometimes I'm gonna have to say no to things. The crazy part is when I first started school, they was like, "You're gonna have to say no to some things, because we're gonna demand all your time." Protecting your peace is number one. It's the key uh, to the lock. Okay,
Yeah.
because it's just hard to
It's
like
the key to the
maintain
lock. I
peace
love that.
and have someone just deliberately come in and knock shit over. Like, why you ain't knocking
Like
stuff
bamming on
over?
the door like the popos. They come in, knock, move this,
What
move
you got
that.
going on up in
What?
here?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I had candlestick. I have frequency sounds going on.
Girl, that time I came in the room, like, I forgot I was going to go talk to my husband. It was like the ambiance was in there, like, you just was like, wait, I was supposed to be doing something, but you had the vibe in here so
Oh
lit.
yeah, her husband came knocking on the door like,
What happened?
I
What's
think he was
going
coming to
on?
get waters.
Yeah,
And stayed.
I think
And stayed.
because it was like the vibe. It was like, what was I supposed to do? Like, it was so tranquil.
You gotta set your
Man, it was, but it was really her thing. She was like, this is me. I'm getting ready for, like this was just for her. And I'm like, being with somebody for a long time, you just don't feel like you have that space to give yourself, like, set your own vibe, do your own thing. Excuse me, I can't even talk when I'm coughing. No, it's just when I talk. You see how she me scared? It's like
protecting your peace.
It tickles the back of your throat when you're talking.
System. And I'm gonna just say the realest thing that I need to say. Sometimes it's hard to do it, and sometimes it's hard to say it. Sometimes it's hard to come to terms with it, but you probably got to release the people that drain you.
Oh, shut your
If you
mouth.
notice that every single time this person comes around, you are depleted, you probably got to get the mirror.
I think you better let it go.
Get the mirror, take a look at yourself, have a conversation with yourself, and try to figure out what that's about.
Yeah.
And then I'm not here to attack anyone, okay? It's just real is real, raw is raw, and rare is rare. And sometimes you have to rewrite your own love blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Like what you thought it was and what you think it is might not be that. And you just have to identify where your old beliefs is based on who you are now. Yeah. Because who you are now is somebody completely different than you were 2 days ago. Right? Because we grow every second, right?
Yeah.
And it's okay to create new love beliefs. It's okay. It's okay to rewire it. It's okay to rewrite it. That's why, in reality, how I see my relationship, how I came up with the ideology of how to run the Love Keys Royalty House of Love is really how I see my own relationship, right? Because for a job, you're going to go to that job. You're going to apply for that job. You're going to get dressed up for that job. You're going to want to impress the people when you get there. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put on your best of you and you know what I mean? And if you are an overachiever, you're going to come to work. You're going to be on time. You're going to want to know when your review is. You're going to show up for your review. You're going to probably expect high remarks for your review because you're trying to elevate to the next level, right? Yeah. You want to continuously. So then you meet with your supervisors. Guess what? We have meetings. We have staff development. You know what I'm saying? Like all these things, you're always going to be looking at what the next quarter looks like. What do we need to look at? Okay, what's working? What's not working? This is how I want to run my relationship because we need to understand us. Yeah, 100%. So I just structured a business around it because I think it's real. So if you want to lead your relationship in a way, you have to develop what that looks like. Yeah. The both of you. Yeah. I think two people come into a relationship because we like each other or we got a vibe, we got chemistry, the sex is good and all that. But if I don't know how to effectively treat you on a day-to-day basis and I don't know what makes you tick and I don't know what makes you feel good, I don't know. And I probably need to come back to the drawing board like, hey, babe, what's up? Like, yeah. Because you probably have changed. Yeah. Your old beliefs probably have changed. My beliefs changing, and we're not going to always be ebbing and flowing on when we're changing and when we're growing. I know I have a growth spurt every quarter. Mm-hmm. So we can do a quarterly check-in. Mm-hmm. Check in with me quarterly. Even my friends, like, check in with me quarterly. Like, what's up? But I usually be like, I feel weird.
Something going on. The new moon is out.
Yeah.
What do we, Yeah.
But I don't know it until You know, I call it my little baby tornado until the dust settles, and then I'm like, oh, that had to be destroyed.
But the people who rock with you always be like, "Yep, okay, this is the time."
Did you go get a stretch?
Like your friends know. Well,
Have you
hopefully
gotten a
your friends.
massage?
The things that
Yeah.
you do. The
What you say the other day, John said,
love.
have you taken a vacation? Because I was looking at the calendar like, I have not been on vacation.
Girl,
That could be the
I be
le
getting hated on
problemo.
every month. I got a request. Yep, every month I'm requesting
I need
something.
to get to the ocean. I need to.
And even more now.
Yeah.
It's important to do it more now. It's stressful right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's stressful. So
For
go
sure.
more.
$5 a time. Yeah, thanks. Shit, I'm tired of spending
It's
shit
a
every month.
good way to fight back.
Or we could just not go to one gas station at all. Just
Okay.
one
I'm
or
only going to
two.
Sam's Club. I put in $5 to make it to just Sam's Club or Costco, whichever one.
We had the conversation that we had today earlier was like, these people don't do whatever because they got all the money. Yeah, but you only have all the money because we giving it to you.
Thank you.
So if we stop,
Exactly. Then are you going to tell them to work harder? Are you going to tell them to make
and
sure
then
they got everything?
the rebuttal was, we still need to do the work. We need to do this. Okay, cool. How about we just stop with them first and make them the example? We don't come to see you. None of us accountable. Hold them accountable.
Yeah.
Like when I go into a store, if you don't speak to me when I walk in, I walk back out. I'm here to spend money. You need me. I don't need you. I think people with money and jobs and businesses done got it all mixed up. Like
That's true though.
like how I walk
That's
in and
true.
you got bad customer service. Like, what's up with that?
There needs to be mutual respect. I'm here to support you.
Yeah.
We need the grocery stores.
We need a grocery store. You need a
So-
job.
But I don't need to come to this grocery store.
But I don't
plenty of
gotta
grocery-
come to this
But
one.
you do
Exactly.
need me too.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one giving you the money. So
Yep.
that's what- so yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and downward, you treat your employees good so they can have a good attitude when they greet me because your customer is who you need. I'm like, what is this about?
Because we'll go to work. We will go to work.
We're gonna go to work.
We just want some appreciation that you get more than us. And that's that.
We know you get more than us.
So
You
say
get
that
more
with
than us
respect.
because you just made the
But you need
idea,
us to
but
be
you
here.
need us in order to make the
Sure.
millions. I really don't ever see the I don't
No,
understand when
stupid.
people be like,
It's
"Oh,
like
work
random.
harder," or like you should be out. That's
You
a
should
whole
want to
nother
try to be
subject.
in this club. I'm
No.
not.
Yeah.
I'm
I
like,
did
that's a
that.
whole nother subject.
And we probably might be a Capricorn thing. Hold on, let me get my green juice. It might be a Capricorn thing because let me tell you, they tried to tell me about this little elite club. And they was like, well, you got to do this and you got to be a gold member and you got to do that. I said, I pay my monthly dues. And they were like, well, that's the point. Like, you got to fight to get in there. I said, oh, I'm breaking bread with you. You should break bread with me no matter what. You should treat me like you treat the people at the top. You should treat me like you treat. I don't care if I'm giving you 2 cents a day. I'm giving you 2 cents a day. That's giving you 2 more cents than what you had before. So I don't know. That's why I want to treat people good when they come to see me because what's the purpose of you coming to see me to leave the same way you came? That it just doesn't make sense.
No, man.
All right, so our accountability is either we're gonna get ourselves some therapy or we're gonna get ourselves some coaching and we're gonna all start healing as a community. Deal. Drop a heart, drop a heart, drop a heart.
Come on.
All right. So healthy love after what it looks like. When you have done the work, you communicate instead of shutting down. Right. You choose partners who choose you.
Yeah.
You don't chase chaos. You can self-soothe. You know your needs and you know what they're not. And so you can be okay with this and be not okay with that and be okay. You honor your own boundaries. You love your fullness, not your emptiness.
Ooh,
So when you heal, you stop asking love to rescue you, and when you start inviting love to meet you, welcome, love. You are welcome here. All right. So, what womb am I ready to stop carrying in my next relationship? What womb am I ready to stop carrying to my next relationship? I don't want to carry none of them.
Okay.
You got to target one. And then you go to the next one.
But
we gotta
but I
go
love
to
that.
I don't want to
love
carry none of them, because why am I getting
You
in a
wanna be healed,
relationship
yeah.
if I got wounds that I carry? But I will be honest with you, like, hey man, this one it still got like a little scab. This one's just a little bit tender. We gotta take the stitches out of this one. But you know what I mean? If I meet somebody before, but I just don't want to bring,
both all week.
you know, you know,
I'm really my insecurity.
Okay.
insecurity,
Only insecurity.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not good for them.
It's not.
I'm
It's not
ready to
good.
stop carrying. You know what? I'm already like I said, my abandonment issues are already being healed. So that is something that, like, again, I am enough. I know that I am loved in the spaces where I am loved, and I don't need anyone else to validate me just being who I am
Yeah.
for who I am. You get what I'm saying? And I feel that I love that since I'm not gonna be in the next relationship, I'm with my forever person. That I don't want to carry that like uncertainty anymore. Like I choose him every day.
Yeah, and
You
y'all
know,
gonna have phases in your
Woo!
relationship to where
We've had
it
phases.
is already like it's not like the next
Yeah.
relationship, but it's just that next
Yep.
phase into
Yep.
your relationship because
It's like a new
you
relationship.
guys are only in your 40s, so if it's forever, that's 40, 50,
Listen.
50 more years.
Exactly. And if we're already in it like 20 something, it's kind of like, okay, like we're in sickness and in health phase. Like I said, that's our phase that we're in. But again, I love that we have that opportunity now to, even as we grow, as we start flowing, as we see things different, the more we heal on things that we never talked about, I think the better we will be able to give each other the best of us.
Giving you the best of me. Yeah. I
So
love that. I love that y'all relationship is getting stronger and stronger. And so our affirmation on the way out the door is I deserve love that doesn't hurt.
ooh, I deserve love that doesn't hurt. Don't hurt me.
Starting with the love that I give myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Starting
So
with
this has
the
been Let's Talk Love. I thank y'all.
blessing.
I appreciate you. I hope I need to remind myself to tell y'all to share this with
Keep
other
sharing.
humans that have hearts. I mean, well, it'll still be on there. You guys can share the link with other people. And I appreciate y'all. I hope you got something out of the conversation. And I'm your favorite love prescriber, Miss Love Doctor. And y'all already know who my beautiful co-host is.
Beauty on the beat.
So remember, healing is the doorway. Love is the destination.
Shut
Until the next episode, I'll see y'all later.
Love you.
Peace. We gotta go. We got a
Bye.
meeting.
Right.
All right.
So we might see the
Yay.
next
Are we
Let's
still
Talk
live?
Love event.
Okay, peer.